No more Mr. Nice Guy. Nope. The Tory government cracking down on violent criminals with a new piece of legislation as part of their Safe Streets and Communities Act. Under the final edition, the act now bans house arrest for anyone convicted of a violent crime.
This now means that the Safe Streets and Communities Act is in force in its entirety, Mr. Speaker. Thanks to this government, conditional sentences or house arrest will no longer be available for serious crimes like sexual assault, kidnapping, arson, or human trafficking, Mr. Speaker. We're cracking down on the use of house arrest despite years of opposition from across the aisle, Mr. Speaker. We will continue with our record of standing up for victims and law-abiding Canadians.
Under the expanded category, violent offenders will now have to serve their sentences behind bars. However, opposition critics say removing house arrest doesn't make the public safer. I wish this would actually go further and get rid of house arrest for bail conditions on anyone charged with a violent crime. Because we give it to a lot of people. I think in certain circumstances it can work if you get like a petty drug or alcohol infraction, some of the lesser crimes, financial crimes. But so many times on house arrest, Jane Kriba, her murder was committed, and some of those accused in that murder were on house arrest at the time.
You know, it's interesting. Critics of house arrest, and I mean, obviously these things happen. We talked about ankle bracelets last week. I mean, if you put them behind bars, that's a costly experience, you know, hundreds of dollars per day kind of a thing. Yes, I wonder why things like ankle bracelets
we do have them
used,
for some sexual offenders and that. We just don't do it widely in this country. If that were brought in, I think a lot of people would be much more comfortable. We don't have enough police resources to watch every single person who's out on house arrest, but boy, you can catch them pretty quickly with some kind of tracking monitor. Yeah. So the allegations against the Christopher Husband, who's charged with first-degree murder and several other charges in the Eaton Center shooting, he was also on house arrest at the time. Yeah. So guys like that, they leave their house, bracelet goes off and answered.
Yeah. And they catch him before anything happens. So.